This week, there are two bills passed in the House of Representatives regarding the DHS and immigration. Both bills were introduced by U.S. Representative Martha McSally, Republican from Arizona, to strengthen the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's border security efforts, and this makes her 10th and 11th bill that's passed in the 115th Congress. So let's get started in talking about these pieces of legislation. I'm sure you're going to care about them. The Office of Biometric Identity Management Authorization Act of 2018, or H.R. 5206, passed, and the Immigration Advisory Program Authorization Act of 2018 also passed. That's 5207. McSally says these will give the DHS explicit authority to identify and track high-risk individuals and prevent them from ever reaching our shores. Now let's start with H.R. 5206. It would establish the OBIM as a formal agency, which provides biometric identification services to the DHS. And this is to support anti-terrorism, counterterrorism, border security, credentialing, national security, and public safety efforts. As the primary biometric repository for the DHS, according to the summary provided by the congresswoman's office. The OBIM operates the DHS repository that encompasses more than 225 million unique biometric screenings, including fingerprint, face, and iris holdings. You may remember in 2015 when the presidential candidate Chris Christie, a Republican from New Jersey, talked about the need to track foreign visitors the way FedEx Corp tracks packages. Well, this is the agency that's going to be tasked to do that. And the bill's sponsor, McSally, said that the bill will officially authorize the program to extend the border far from U.S. shores. So we're talking about a complete biometric exit and entry program efforts across the board for border control. Moving on to H.R. 5207, this bill would codify the IAP, which deploys U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers to international airports and partner countries to prevent terrorists and other criminals from boarding flights bound for the United States. Specifically, McSally explained the IAP deploys the CBP officers to major last point of departure airports to advise airlines against boarding foreign nationals that would be deemed inadvisable upon entry into the U.S. So it sounds like they're going to be pretty much sending agents out to different airports, picking and choosing which foreign nationals to let in and not to let in. In a press release, McSally said, both of these programs provide necessary services to secure our homeland and protect our borders. Congress has passed multiple laws since 2004 mandating the creation of a workable biometric exit and entry system, and the OBIM is vital to that program's implementation. The IAP also ensures that dangerous individuals are not able to board planes headed to America. These common sense bills formalize them in statute. Supporters really emphasize the importance of this bill in impacting and thwarting terrorists, transnational criminal organizations, and others from harming the American homeland and its citizens. But this comes at a time where just last week, Democratic House candidate Alexandria OcasioCortez won a primary in New York 14 with a platform that included the dissolution of ICE in favor of a much more regulated immigration enforcement agency. So it seems like there are two very different ideas of what to do with immigration in this country. And these two bills passed the House and will most likely be seen in the Senate very soon. So I want to know which kind of side you guys take. Do you have a different idea of how we should be thinking about immigration and immigration enforcement? Do you support this legislation? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next week on This Week in Congress, but Congress is out of session, so you should make sure to call in and visit your congressman because they're probably in an office near you. So I'm Isaiah Thompson. I'll see you guys next week on This Week in Congress.